morning, folks. This is Milo G here from matrixAAA.org and gematria.com websites. We are running a website that are using a study called Gematria and Numerology, which is developed to calculate the values of individual words. You know this from prior videos, and many detailed scientific reports claim that Gematria originated first as an Assyro-Babylonian Greek system of code and numerology, adapted into the Jewish culture as well. And by using this system, our belief is that everything in life is coded, and every individual living on earth has her own coded life path. We call it, guys, life destiny. And we believe that our personal life destiny is coded in many different ways, and based on the circumstances surrounding us in our actions in life, we choose which coded life path we can take. So taking into account this fact, it is our belief that we live in a coded matrix where everything has a purpose, time, and place. Therefore, by using the accurate gematria, we could successfully decode the life matrix. So let me give you a summary of the last free pick that we're using. Just 2 days ago, we had the Tampa Bay Rays at home versus the Toronto Blue Jays, and at the time of giving the pick, there were no lines available, so I've mentioned that after the lines open, we take the Tampa Bay Rays at -1 run. The Tampa Bay Rays actually won the game, even they were down 6-0. They came back by the numbers. They tied the game at 6-6, and they won an extra inning 7-6. Unfortunately, the -1 run gave us a push, but I was waiting to see higher odds for the money line over -200, and actually the votes were not that bad, -175, -180. So hopefully most of you figured out to play the money line and get the win. But in any event, our analysis was right on the money, and we were able to secure the winner for you. And but ended up in a push because of the -1 run. But things happen. So we're still 2-1 in our free videos since we started them. And today, August 8, 2019, we're going to Cincinnati, and we're gonna discuss the game Cincinnati Reds versus Chicago Cubs at Great American Ballpark. We actually have two great pitchers today. Alex Wood, who already played 2 games for the Reds, and Cole Hamels for the Cubs. This is a very interesting game. We have 2 lefties. Alex Wood has a very good record with the Cincinnati Reds. He's 2-0. The team won the 2 games he was pitching. The first game against Colorado 3-2, and then on the road, the game that we've won in our free video, Cincinnati Reds clobbered the Atlanta Braves 5-2 and Kevin Gossman. Again, one great analysis right on the money. So let's get into it, and we're gonna give you first the conventional analysis, and then we can do a parallel with the gematria and numerology analysis. So Cincinnati Reds is 54-58 in the season. The Cubs are 61-52. The Reds are 31-26 at home. Cubs are not playing well on the road. They're only, as you can see here, they're only 21-33 on the road. There is a slight possibility for them to get now win number 22 today, but also 34 is also in play, but we can discuss this a little bit later on. By looking on the 2 pitchers, Cole Hamels and Alex Wood, I like Wood better than Hamels. Hamels actually lost his last game at Cincinnati on June 28th of this year, 3-6. The Cubs lost, and in that game, he was there just for a 1 inning pitch, 2 hits, 1 run, and 1 error. So he left the game early. But overall, he's 2-2 versus Cincinnati in the last 5 games, as he lost the last 2 games played at Cincinnati. Alex Wood, on the other hand, has been very solid versus the Cubs. He's got a 2-2 record, and he won his last 2 games against them at home on June 27, 2018, as a member of the LA Dodgers, 7-5, and a year earlier, May 26, 2017, 4-0. He blanked them. So he's got a pretty good solid record against them, I would say, with a very solid ERA of 2.36. So after reviewing this statistics, I believe Cincinnati Reds have slight pitching advantage today versus the Cubs. Both pitchers are lefties, and that's interesting. Let's look at the lefties record, the records versus lefties. So the Cubs are only 10-14 versus the lefties this year, while the Cincinnati Reds are 13-13. So I think they have a slight advantage in that category. Let's look it up the odds today. The lines actually open at the Cubs as favorites of -117, which is surprising to me. And currently the line is moved 10 cents higher for the Cubs, -127. The Reds are +122 at the moment. 60% so far are leaning towards the Cubs at -127. 40% of the public leaning towards the Cincinnati with +122. So let's look at the gematria numbers here and see what we have. We have interesting numbers here. Now the Cincinnati Reds are 54-58 in the season. Both numbers 55 and 59 are in play today. The Cubs are 61-52. Both numbers 62 and 53 are in play today. The Cincinnati Reds are 31-26 at home. They can go 32-26, 32, and 27 are not directly in play here. For the Cubs, they're 21-33 on the road, and we got both numbers 22 and 34 in play. So we see kind of the matrix so far is kind of splitting, because all options so far available when you look at the team records. So let's look at the more statistics here, which is interesting. Cincinnati Reds is 21-20, or 51.2% versus teams that win more than 54% of the games. In this case, the Cubs. The Reds are 2-0 when Alex Wood starts, and Alex Wood, he's 208 days after his last birthday. And when we look at the Hebrew table of meanings, we're using a Hebrew table lexicon from 19th century to decode the numbers. 208 in this Hebrew lexicon stands for to strike, smite down, kill, murder, to glow, to be angry, excited. So we have more positive than negative meanings for Alex Wood. Let's look it up, the Cubs. Now, it's important here to mention, I forgot, that Cincinnati is 21-20 versus teams that win 54%. This 21 is important. If they get to 22, is a great match with the numerology of the day. Let me just show you something real quick here. Let me hold on a second. I'm going to show you something real quick here. Okay, here we go. Today, August 8, 2019, is the 220th day of the year. In numerology, in a lot of cases, we don't count the zeros, so 22 is in play. And here is the full numerology of the day. We do this every day for all people who subscribe to our website. We give them a comprehensive report every morning. What numbers are in play today according to the numerology? How do we calculate the numerology? This is a very simple method. Everybody can do it at home. For example, you see the date August 8, 2019. We read first, each single digits 8 plus 0 plus 8 plus 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9. Then we make all available permutations within this combination of numbers. And also we write the date as August 8th, 2019 or 2019, and we get the gematria values for those. I can scroll down a little bit, you can see that we get a lot of gematria values. And these all these numbers are part of the numerology of the day, and we summarize those numbers right above as you can see them. And these are the numbers which we call good for the day, and compare all the statistics to them, which is extremely important. So going back to number 22, which is clearly in play because today is the 220th day of the year. Cincinnati 21-20 versus teams that win more than 54% of the game. So 22 is in play for them to win. I like that. Now, on the other hand, we're looking at the Chicago Cubs. They're 42-38 or 52.5% for the third game without a day off. So they are playing a third game without a day off here, which is very important. You have to understand that 39 is in play here because it's part of the numerology list. The Cubs are also 30-27 versus teams that win 46-54% of the games, in this case Cincinnati Reds. 30 is in play, 27 is not directly in play. And finally, the Cubs are 12-6 or 66.7% when Cole Hamels starts. So 7 is in play today, 13 is not directly in play. Cole Hamels, 224 days since his last birthday. 224 in the Hebrew table stands for penetrate, impress, moon a wall, like hit a wall. So I would say it's got a neutral meaning for him, positive plus negative. So if you have positive plus negative meanings, we define that as a neutral role for him. Now let's look at one interesting statistic. Cincinnati over Chicago in 2009 is 7-5 record, so they have a positive record against them. If they win today, number 8 is in play, or 19 prime number. 19 is also in play, so prime numbers are all very important for the study. If you don't know what prime numbers are, you go to matrixAAA.org, to our website, and look at what prime numbers are. It's very simple. On the other hand, the Cubs are leading the series 1169 to 1144. So we have 144 numerology in play here as a part of the list. 1170 is not directly in play. So the Cubs have slight advantage here on this category. But if we take into account that Cincinnati is 7-5 and 8 is in play, so these two statistics kind of cancel each other out when we do the analysis, okay? Now let's go back again to the main screen here and look it up. Let's go to Alex Oud. Alex, he's 53-40 of the year. 41 is not directly in play. If he goes to win, if he takes win number 54, okay, today, let me look it up. What's number 54 stands for? Hold on a second. Let me just scroll this here. I gotta go. Okay, I gotta go here, and let's look it up. Number 54. Okay, number 54. Here, it's important. Now, okay, so the octal number of 44 is exactly 54, which is important to understand here because number 44 is part of the numerology list. So it is in play today. Let's look more of that statistics for Cole Hamels. Cole Hamels at 162 to 117. We don't have both direct numbers in play, 163 and 118. I didn't see them in the numerology list today, so I don't factor that in at all. Going back to the team statistics, the Cubs are 21 and 33 on the road here. So if they lose number 34, that's important. If they lose number 34 has a sum of divisors exactly 54. We just mentioned 54 today, that Alex Wood can get to number 54 today. So we have a nice alignment here. If the Cubs lose number 34, the sum of the divisors of this number gives us 54. On the other hand, okay, I mentioned, I already spoke about the boat records. Okay, I think I've covered it pretty well today. I think this is it with regard to the statistics. So if we look it up overall, based on what I've just mentioned, I believe the Cincinnati Reds have better advantage on the numbers today. I also like the pitcher better. And you saw that so far, if you look at the run line, I haven't looked at the run line, 60% are taking the Cincinnati Reds with plus 1.5 runs and minus 135. I think we have a great value for this underdog at home with plus 1.5 runs and minus 135. We have to take into account that Cincinnati Reds won 3 straight games. They won the series at Atlanta 2-1, and they won the 3 prior set of series games before at Milwaukee versus Colorado and versus Pittsburgh. So they've been playing very well, guys. Okay. On the other hand, the Cubs lost their series at St. Louis, the most recent one on the road, 2-1. As I want to point out that they lost their final game of the series, they're 0-8. So they're not playing well on the road, and we had to take this into account, okay? So let me just take a little time off and just tell you more about our website, matrix888.org. Our group has been in existence for a few years now, and we do create stats records of result every day. And I'm going to tell you that right now in the MLB in 2019, we got a 117 to 81 record at 59%. As 32 losses or 41% were with reduced wagers, 50 to 75% less cost. Why is that? I've mentioned this in the prior video, that we actually mark certain days with crazy numerology. Let's say if we have a day with the 666 number of the beast or 911 numbers listed in the numerology list, we mark those days to be played with reduced wagers, 50 to 75% less cost, which nobody does in the world. We're the only group that does it. And this helps us tremendously to save some money on the losses. The group actually has been doing very well in since June 24th. We're 45 and 27 or 62.5% hit rate. And we're going to try to keep it that way. So please take a look at our website. Go to matrix888.org and click on track record. Look at the different also the different options to subscribe. Actually, to join the site is not expensive at all. We have a nominal $1.01 per day just to keep up the cost with the website, which comes to no more than $367 a year. This is peanuts if we compare to what a regular handicappers are charging in today's world. In today's world, I would say not advanced handicapper, even regular handicapper is charging you $200 to $300 a month. In the prior video, I've mentioned that there are packages that we found that cost for $1,500 a year. But as of late checking, those prices, guys, went up. So advanced handicappers are now charging between $2,000 and $3,000 a year. And our cost to join the website is just 10% of that. So you really have a good chance to get picks daily with us. I mean, you don't need to know numerology and gematria. Just go and take a look at the analysis every day posted on the website, and you can use the picks yourself. But we view this as a very inexpensive way to capitalize on the knowledge here and our experience. Actually, our group has more than 50 years of experience of following sports games. Myself, I've been doing this since 1978, following games and betting on my own. But we created the group in the last 3 years, we created a good track record. So this is something new that just started, which is important for you to understand. Okay, and having said that, let's go back to the game we just discussed. We are actually going to take the Cincinnati Reds plus 1.5 runs at minus 135 today with Alex Oud. And we hope for the best. We wish you the best. We wish you good luck today. And we hope to see you again visiting this channel soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.